Well, we're more than excited, more than happy to be here in New York City, Times Square. Where are we? The new 42nd Street studio. We just came out from a beautiful rehearsal, open rehearsal with the press, with the Bonnie and Clyde musical. Absolutely terrific, absolutely wonderful actors, wonderful director. Let me bring the names to you guys. We have Laura Owens playing Bonnie, and we're gonna have Jeremy Jordan playing Clyde. And we interview as well the other actors, Melissa Pondership. She's absolutely wonderful. She's gonna be playing Blanche. And Claymore Elder, he was such a nice guy. He's playing the famous Backborough, Gene Hackman part. So I'm really excited. This was what I call a great morning of great entertainment.
That a waitress from Rowena could have had the balls to bust me out with my old 45. And who would have thought that a farm boy from Toledo would outsmart the smartest lawman and walk out of here alive? My name is gonna make a history book. Too bad I won't be here. I may have started out a small-time club. In a year or two, I'll be as known as Chicago's Al Capone. Thanks to you, Bonnie, babe, I can make plans again. I got lots of reasons to keep living. It's true that love can set you free, and this world will remember me.
I don't want to be moving.
It's an unusual situation for me, only because usually you do these press events in your 4th week of rehearsal before you move into the theater. Do you know when we started rehearsals? Yesterday morning. So we get to yeah, exactly. We read through the script with the cast and it's really good. But just so you know that it's a big show, everyone in the cast, raise your hand. They're going to be on the wing. We have a very big company. All those today. So everybody knows the drill. We're just going to do a few numbers from the show. And afterwards, we're going to do a little one-on-ones with everybody. I encourage you to take a look at some of our photographs, because this...
Baby, when Hollywood gets hold of you, they'll be saying Clara.
Players, look at this! Front page! Clyde busted out. He's busted out again. Son of a bitch. He's famous!
No need to rush, everybody get to today's paper.
No.
True Detective says the cops are looking for us in Louisiana and Missouri. Oh, and listen to this. Escaped with Bonnie Parker, the ravishing redhead.
Hey, that's you, sugar.
Ravishing. Oh, I like that.
Sure loving.
Thank you guys. Do I look happy?
I'm good, thank you.
Beautiful.
Oh, goodness, look at you all bonnied out.
Yeah, but
you
not,
look so cute.
not as cute as you. Oh my God, Laura Osnes, you're gonna be portraying Bonnie. And Clyde, this musical. This is with the Sissy Gamache show. We go live every Friday night, 7:30 p.m. And I'm very excited to be here because you are so lovely.
Oh.
You have this great energy, you have beautiful voice.
Goodness, thank you.
Yeah,
I'm so
it was
honored.
a very angelic performance. How's your approach with Bonnie? Because Bonnie is such an iconic.
She is iconic. It's we did a lot of research. I read a lot of books, and obviously I have seen the film, but our musical is not a movie of the film. It's
right.
A
That's very clear. It's not the movie.
Right. It's a musical of these two people's lives and their downward spiral. Bonnie was like a straight A student. She loved writing poetry, and she was
a smart girl, smart
very
cookie.
smart, and she just fell in love with the wrong guy. But it was none of their intentions to kill people. They killed to survive, and it just kind of they became. In such a way that they were running away from the law all the time, and they had to rob banks to survive. But they brought their fate upon themselves, but they didn't mean to go there. So it's, I think it's kind of a neat telling of the story that will be new for the audience.
It's very interesting. It's a different side of Bonnie and Clyde. This is two lovers, two not gangsters, but they're so well known. They're famous and iconic. And they were the most famous criminals.
They were, and our show you get to see them before
that,
and
before
how they became that. And it is more about their love story and how they really fell in love and it up. They'll rewrite it for us and like have new pages the next day. So
oh wow, that's wonderful.
We've really gotten to be a part of the whole process, and that's been a different thing than I've ever done before as far as approaching the character in the show.
Right. What about your family? What do they say about this?
Oh, they're very excited.
They're very excited.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you. You have to go, but I'm looking forward to see you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Sheriff Schmidt, absolutely. Hey, how you doing?
Hey, how you doing?
Very good, thanks.
So very happy to be here. This is such an incredible production.
Yeah, it's pretty incredible.
Right. I mean, because the movie's so iconic, but everybody says do not expect anything from the movie.
That's a different
totally
story.
Approach.
Yeah, different approach and different. They take a lot from actual factual information and stuff. And, but after listening to that little rendition, it's going to be really hard nailing those two after.
Right. And there's so much in love.
They sound so good.
There's so much in love.
Yes, incredible.
Okay, what about you? Let's talk about you, your character, your work.
Sheriff Schmidt is following him. He's a small-town Texas sheriff who goes after Bonnie and Clyde. You know, this is back in the day when, prior to this, he was a bicycle repairman. So it's not like he was a Navy SEAL or something like that. No training or anything like that. Small arms, not a lot of support. He goes after him and hunts him down, and after a while, they kind of take advantage of him and nail him. So, yeah.
In terms of the work and the rehearsal, can you tell me about the process a little bit?
Well, you have such an incredible staff to work with. Jeff Calhoun.
Yes, he's amazing.
Ivan.
Great energy as well, right?
Absolutely.
This is the way that he brings all the actors together.
All of them. Frank Wildhorn, Don Black. I mean, these guys are just
all these legends.
And you can hear the music and the lyrics are just phenomenal.
What about your background as an actor? I want to hear about your background. What
well, I'm originally from New York, but I spent a lot of time down in Texas. I live in California now. I've been acting for about 30 years. Broadway and film, television, all that sort of work, studied, and I got here just about 2 days ago. So moving around and love being back in New York in the city.
This is a beautiful place. Nobody can replace New York City. I know. You don't want to go back, do you?
Nothing like it. No, I'm here. I'm 2 days. It's like it's almost as if I never left. And I moved to LA 26 years ago, and it just feels the energy, the vibe. I've done this before and professional, so I know what to expect.
Of course. The expectations are high.
Absolutely.
Very high.
So just kind of go through it nice and easy and find discover the work and let it all sort of hang. So and it's a great hang. The cast is amazing.
Yeah.
Jeremy and Laura, they are phenomenal.
All of them, they look so much in love already. Those two.
Yeah.
What the hell's going on, right? I was like, we got a little bit behind the scenes here.
Yeah, they are. Well, obviously they have a great connection. Personally, and also. Clay and Melissa, Buck and
they have those faces, right?
They are right out of the 30s.
And you look like a sheriff.
Well, I feel like a sheriff.
You are a sheriff.
I am the law. I'm the moral code. The moral
Nobody's
code.
gonna mess around with you.
Absolutely not.
Of course not. Give me 5.
Awfully nice to meet you.
Very nice meeting you. So looking forward to see you.
Absolutely. It'll be great.
Great. Thank you. Thank you. And this is. I cannot even, you see, how do you introduce this beautiful picture here? Right here in the Bonnie and Clyde rehearsal of the musical. Introduce yourself to the camera. This is the Sissy Gamache show.
Hi, I'm Kelsey Fowler and I play young Bonnie.
Hi, I'm Ted Sutherland and I play young Clyde.
Okay, so let's talk about this. Are you guys excited about this experience?
I am so excited. This show is unbelievable. It's such a big opportunity.
Right? You can't wait. Tell me about, what's happening inside of you right now, both of you.
I don't know, I kind of have this weird, nervous feeling that I've never got before, but it's good. It's translating into something good. I'm hoping for the best. That everything works out.
I am beyond excited. I've been part of the show for a while, so it's to finally be here. It's been a long process for me. It's been 3 years. So
I want to talk about that, your process for the last 3 years.
It's been insane. We started at there were points when we were doing readings, which is where you just basically what it is. You read a show at a table. Sometimes you have music, sometimes you don't for some producers and stuff. There was a point where we were doing readings in an office in a New York building. We've come so far.
Something huge.
Yes.
Guys, I don't want to scare you. I'm not supposed to scare you. I'm supposed to give you all this energy.
It's great.
come on. It's
I know, it's huge. There's been so much buzz about this show, and it's all good buzz, and it deserves the buzz it's getting because it's
so lucky, so blessed.
Thank you.
Have fun,
Nice to meet you.
rock that stage, and make it yours. Okay, awesome.
Thank you.
Bye. I'm excited. I'm happy. I can't talk. I can barely hold it. This is such an exciting experience.
It is. It's very exciting. You never get used to it.
Introduce yourself to the camera.
Louis
Do so.
Hobson. I play Ted Hinton in Bonnie and Clyde.
Awesome. Great. So let's talk about this experience.
Yes. Okay. Well, I just started yesterday.
Oh, God.
Like literally, I was back in Seattle for a couple projects this summer, and I came back on a red eye, no sleep for 24 hours, and came in for this show, auditioned, and then booked it. So it's been sort of a whirlwind process of trying to catch up with everyone else because everybody here pretty much has been involved with the production in several incarnations. So I've been reading and just kind of pouring into the material, which is like so rich. The Bonnie and Clyde myth is like one of our great American myths, I think.
Right, it's such an iconic figure.
It is, and I don't think you can ever like fully grasp one. Like, there's so many aspects of it. And in my research, it's almost too hard to believe that all these things happened.
They made headlines.
They did.
All over the country.
They did. And the people that tracked them down, I played one of the deputies that in real life tracked them down and ended up killing Bonnie and Clyde along with a few other deputies. And it's been such a wonderful process of working with Jeff and the other creative team to kind of craft this character. Ted Hinton was actually knew Bonnie and Clyde from his youth. He grew up in West Dallas with both of them, and knew Bonnie from a diner, and he actually admits that he sort of had a crush on her in real life. So they've taken that and made it sort of a love story, a love triangle between my character and Clyde and Bonnie.
Are you excited?
Very excited.
Are you nervous?
No.
Not at all?
Not yet. Not yet.
It's too soon.
This is my third Broadway show this year.
Yes.
And it finished Next to Normal in January, and then did People in the Picture at Roundabout. And so it feels very much like stepping into an old pair of shoes right now. The pressure is on, obviously.
But you don't think about the pressure, you think about the work.
No, we're thinking about the work right now. We're just trying to figure out each moment and figure out how the show fits together and what my role is in the show, and trying to make it as great as possible. And
so looking forward to seeing
nice
all
to meet
of you.
Yes.
Great, man. I can't wait to see you guys. You see, this guy had a lot of energy. I love it. What's your son name?
Sagittarius.
Oh, like my mother.
Right?
I can explain it. Yeah, that's good, man.
Okay.
That's good. You
Yes.
got it. You got it. You're
Go
not
get him.
nervous. He can fight anybody. He can do it anytime he wants.
Right.
You're good.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Ivan Menchel. I wrote the book for Bonnie and Clyde.
Wow. So, where do we start? I had to do a whole research. I gotta study 48, 72 hours before I talk to you. I mean, I had the audacity to talk to you. Let's talk about the book. Let's talk about how you wrote this.
Well, you know what? It was an amazing journey. It was Jeff Calhoun came to me about 4 years ago. They had written 3 songs. And they were beautiful, and I said, I'm not the guy to do it. I really did not think I could do it at all.
Why do you think you couldn't do it?
Because I'd never done anything like this.
Okay.
You know, I had written comedy, I had written things that were very personal to me. I'd never written a true account, something based in reality like that. So it was a big stretch for me. But I started reading about it, and there were so many books. I mean, anybody they ever pointed a gun at wrote a book, and anybody who pointed a gun at them wrote a book. So I started to get all this material, and then what really drew me was the fact that they were children. They were 20 years old when they met. They were 24 when they died. It was only 4 years.
It's everywhere.
And every few months they found a way to see their parents.
Right.
Now you would never think that. You know, you'd think those don't go well together. But they really did, and it's ultimately what killed them. Certainly in our show. I think I was really attracted to do the intimate personal story because everybody knows the movie.
Everybody knows the movie, the story.
That's an epic.
Iconic.
Of course. And that's, you know, it created a genre. I mean, the action, the violence, and the comedy. So we had an opportunity to really focus in on who they were, how they started out. As I said, they're 10 years old, you know, in the show. And so it's a very intimate look into who they were and their love story. Yeah.
Now, it was overwhelming to have all that information in terms of history. It's so much about Bonnie and Clyde. How do you decide to say, I'm going to put it together this way, I'm going to go this way, I'm not going to go that way?
Right.
How do you the mental problem.